Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody was watching an old video of mine. It's over 5 years old about how I did something, and they were talking about I was using an eyedropper tool. Well, I don't be honest with you, I don't even know what Corel this is. It's probably 13 to 14 to 15, and now we're up to 20, and the eyedropper's gone. I think the eyedropper left. I didn't do a lot of research, but it looks like it's been gone for a while. He's doing everything right, but it doesn't have the envelope tool, or it doesn't have the eyedropper tool. They've replaced it with creative form. And with this particular word, I think this was actually his font, he was trying this shape, and you're just asking too much for it to work. So if we grab that shape and grab new form and then click in there, it messes it up. I mean, it's ridiculously bad. So you're asking too much with all this other stuff. And what I would suggest would be, let's just start on this dog right here. And I would take the 3-point curve line and go from like you can go right into the dog's back and maybe go up here and then maybe come down a little bit. Go over to his foreleg and maybe go out a little bit, go to his haunches and come up a little bit, and then go to here and maybe do that. So you're making a totally new envelope. And there's several ways you can fill that in, but one of them, if it doesn't have a leak, you can use the Smart Fill tool. Now we're gonna start nudging. We wanna nudge that back. That's only less than 4 inches, so we're gonna make our nudge factor 5. We're gonna take that shape and nudge out of the way. We're going to left click, right click, left click, right click. And I think what he was doing, well, one thing you need to do most of the time, this is a text, and this is a curve. And we've already started an envelope on it, so I'm just going to start again and type out Spaniel, make it bold, and then bring it in and kind of make it about the shape of your receptacle, basically, your envelope, and bring it in. And it doesn't have to fit it perfectly, but you want it pretty close. We can actually bring it out. Now, instead of using this envelope tool up here, I'm going to go to the toolbar and use the envelope tool here. I'm going to get rid of these interior nodes on the length. We don't need them. I'm going to grab that node right there and I'm going to bring it out, and then I'm going to kind of curve it to my shape. And you can already see it's messing with the E. I haven't done a word inside of a deal in a long time, but you just kind of play around with it. See, that's just, we're asking too much, I guess, of Corel to do it. So you can't be perfect, but you want to be off that line a little bit. So we're going to curve a little bit. And really and truly, I don't like that at all. It's really messed up the E. But as long as you don't go outside that box, and you could actually go outside of a little bit, you could maybe possibly add a node right there, and that doesn't look too bad. And then just take your text and nudge it back over, take your box away, and we've actually got 3 lines or 4 lines. So that's about as good as you can get. Now you could do it without a shape. Like I said, it's been a while, and maybe go up closer to the dog's back. Because what you're wanting, you want it kind of signifying that dog, the spaniel. Maybe you can even go up in here. And so a lot of times it's almost easier to do it manually. That looks pretty good. You could actually come down in here a little bit. Now, here's a little insight. On all nodes, you can right click and turn it into a cusp, and then the handle will only move one of the handles. So then you could do these individually. And maybe if you do it in increments, maybe it won't. That looks really good, I think. I think the person I'm doing for would be kind of happy with that. You see here again, we can take that node and right click and turn it into a cusp. And then that way that node, just one handle, will move at a time. That looks every bit as good as you're ever going to get with the, now see, we went too far. So just go until it doesn't start messing up the letters. Now there might even be a way to get around that. Let's take the shape tool and go to, you know what, I'm gonna make a second video there. I think you can actually take this envelope away, because anytime you touch it, it's gonna be an envelope. And so maybe I'll research in that. I think there's a way to take the envelope away, and then you could actually change these letters to make them look a little bit better. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you.